Previously, we studied about the rolling motion of an object. It is very clear that the rolling motion is nothing but it is the combination of translational motion as well as the rotation motion. The translation motion is along a given path, every particle performing equal displacement in equal time, and rotating motion is the motion in which all the particle moves about the given axis of rotation and traces equal angle in equal interval of time. And the rolling motion is combination of both. The body rolls as well as it moves ahead. Here this body is rolling because it is moving ahead as well as it is rotating about the given axis of rotation. Now in this lecture what I am going to do is that when an object is rolling on the inclined plane, what will be its velocity, acceleration and time taken by that body to move along the inclined plane, in order to roll along the inclined plane, that we have to see. Let us consider I got a inclined plane like this one. This is the inclined plane, and on this inclined plane let this body is rolling. The body is rolling like this on this inclined plane, and what is the velocity at the bottom of the inclined plane, and what will be the acceleration of that body while rolling on the inclined plane, that is to be determined. For that I had drawn a very simple figure here. Let us consider it's an inclined plane making an angle theta with the horizontal. The inclined plane is elevated or raised to a height s, and the length of the inclined plane is s. The displacement that is to happen with that the rolling body, the body is rolling here. Rolling, what it means that its center of mass is moving with some velocity v, and the particles in the body are performing circular motion about the center. Both the things are happening and the body is rolling on the inclined plane. What is known to us is that whenever any object is lifted lifted like this one, then work has to be done to lift the body, and work done to lift the body is W is equal to force into displacement. In order to lift the body, the force applied is the weight of the body mg, and the displacement through which it is lifted is the h. Then the work done in this case is mgh. The work done mgh is nothing but the increase in the potential energy. It is increase in the potential energy of the body, and it is equal to mgh. This is the one thing that is known to us. When body is lifted to a height h, the amount of work done on the body is the increase in the potential energy of that body, and increase in the potential energy of the body in this case is mgh. When body is lifted to a height h, that is on the inclined plane, its increase in potential energy is mgh, and when the body is released from the inclined plane, the body begins to move by rolling itself on the surface, and by rolling it on the surface, its kinetic energy increases, and increase in the kinetic energy of the body, it is Ke is equal to, as we know that it is the kinetic energy of the translation motion plus kinetic energy of the rotation, and as we know that kinetic energy of translation is half mv square and kinetic energy of rotation is half I omega square, it is equal to half of m into v square plus half of m k square v square divided by r square. Only substitution that we have made here is I is written as mk square in terms of radius of gyration, and omega, that is angular velocity, is related with linear velocity by omega square is equal to v square by r square. And like that we will get, that is half mv square in the bracket 1 plus k square divided by r square, where k is the radius of gyration and the r is the radius of that rolling body on the surface. Now, when the body rolls on the surface, we will consider that whatever is the potential energy attained by that body has been converted into kinetic energy, and hence the increase in kinetic energy is due to decrease of potential energy when it rolls on the surface, and increase in kinetic energy, that is equal to half of m into v square in the bracket 1 plus k square divided by r square is equal to mgh. This is what we get, the relation. And with this, what we will get here is, with this m get cancel, and what remains here is v square is equal to 2gh divided by 1 plus k square divided by r square, and hence v is equal to under root of 2gh divided by 1 plus k square divided by r square. But actually, what h is equal to? S sine theta, that is from the geometry of the figure, and this is the expression for the velocity with which the ball which is rolling on the surface is at the bottom when it is lifted to a height of h. This is how to determine the velocity of the rolling body.